Hi, welcome to my video on 30, 60, 90 right triangle, part 5, primary trig ratios number 1. Note, do the units on square root radicals and the unit on right triangle trig first. That'll make the manipulation of the calculations on the next two videos better. Find the exact value of each. Examples. We have a triangle 30, 60, 90, n opposite 30, 2n opposite to 90, and n root 3 opposite to 60. So the sign is, and when we go to do the trig ratios, we remember the statement, Sakatoa. Sakatoa. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, tan is opposite over adjacent. So the sine of 30, here's 30, so sine is opposite, which is n, over hypotenuse 2n. And notice the n's cancel out, so we get 1 over 2. Cos is the adjacent is n root 3, and hypotenuse is 2n, and again the n's cancel out to be root 3 over 2. And tan is opposite over adjacent, so in relation to 30, opposite is n over adjacent, n root 3. And again the n's cancel out, we get 1 over root 3. But we have to simplify by multiplying root 3 over root 3. 1 times root 3 is root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9, which is 3. And we do the sine of 60. Sine of 60 is opposite over hypotenuse. So it's n root 3 over 2n. And the n's cancel out, so you get root 3 over 2. The cos of 60, cos is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So the adjacent is n over 2n. And the n's cancel out to give you 1/2. And the tan of 60, tan is opposite over adjacent, 60 opposite over adjacent. So it's n root 3 over n. The n's cancel out to give you a root 3. Now, what I've done is I've compared. Notice I had n, 2n, n root 3. Now I'm saying n is 4. So if n is 4, 2n is 2 times 4, 8. And n root 3 is 4 root 3. So what I've shown you now that these two triangles are similar because all the corresponding angles are equal. So that means that no matter what triangle you have, what size of triangle you have, if there are corresponding triangles or similar triangles, corresponding angles equal, then the ratios are going to be the same. So let's look at this triangle now in relation to the sine of 30. So the sine of 30 is opposite, which is 4, over hypotenuse, which is 8, which gives you 1/2. Same as this triangle. Because they're similar, I should get the same ratios. The cos of 30, cos is adjacent, which is 4 root 3 over hypotenuse of 8. So they cancel. 4 cancels once, 4 and 8 goes 2. Gives you root 3 over 2. Again, the same answer. The tan of 30 is opposite, which is 4, over adjacent, which is 4 root 3. The 4's cancel, 1, 1, so you get 1 over root 3. Multiplied by root 3 over root 3, because you have to rationalize your denominator. You're not supposed to have a radical in the denominator of a fraction. So root 3 times root 3 is root 9, which is 3. 1 times root 3 is root 3. Again, the same ratio. And the sine of 60, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So it's 4 over 4 root 3, sorry, opposite over hypotenuse. And the 4's cancel once, twice, you get root 3 over 2. The cos of 60, cos is adjacent, which is 4 over hypotenuse, which is 8. And that reduces to 1/2. And the tan of 60 is opposite over adjacent, so it's 4 root 3 over 4. The 4's cancel to give you a root 3. And notice the triangles are similar, so the ratios, the ratios of the corresponding angles are always the same. So that means if you memorize the triangle of n, 2n, and n root 3, when n is 1, we have a 1 for n, 2 times 1 is 2, and n is, oh, that's an n right there, sorry. That's root 3. So this is the triangle that I'm going to use to work out the trig values. You could use whatever one you want. You could use this one, or this one, or this one, but I'm going to use the one where 30, 60, 90, 30 is 1, opposite, hypotenuse is 2, and opposite 60 is root 3. So if you use this one, then you have no simplification, like up here. Up here I had to reduce, cancel out the common factor in the numerator and denominator. But when I do 1, 2, root 3, that this stays in your head for all the trig. I will use this one all the time. That means I don't have to learn anything new when I do trig next year, or I do trig in calculus. This is the one that I'm going to use. No tricks, no gimmicks, no shortcuts, but keep this in your head. And the trig that I'm going to do will always use this triangle. 1, 2, root 3. The sine of 30 is opposite over hypotenuse. So that's 1 over 2. The cos of 30. Cos is, remember now, we're going sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan is opposite over adjacent. Because we're using SOHCAHTOA. And again, that's SOHCAH, TOA, T-O-A. So this is the way I'm going to write it down. The cos is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, which is root 3 over 2. The tan of 30, tan is opposite over adjacent, so it's 1 over root 3 times root 3 over root 3, which is root 3 over 3. The sine of 60, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, root 3 over 2. The cos of 60, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's 1/2. Again, notice SOHCAHTOA. The tan of 60 is opposite over adjacent, which is root 3. 60, opposite over adjacent, root 3 over 1. Again, repeat. This is the triangle that I have learned that I'm going to use in all my trig. Opposite 30 is 1, opposite 90 is a 2, opposite 60 is root 3. And I will use that triangle for trig. If you like my video, click the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. And that's the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.